Well, it's official. They've done it again. Right when I thought that Hollywood couldn't get any lazier, they announced that they're rebooting Home Alone. Which, why on earth would you want to reboot Home Alone in 2019? It won't play. I mean, it played in the 90s when we were growing up, because that was like the era where you had, edgy kids that, were smart Alex and stuff like that, but, could fend off adults. But I don't see it playing nowadays at all, especially given this piece of society. At one scene, literally, Kevin says about Buzz's girlfriend, Buzz's girlfriend, Woof, which would now be classified as fat shaming. So the whole movie is gonna be just, it's a cash grab. I mean, it's what it is. Let's just call it, call a spade on this one. It obviously is a cash grab. Unfortunately, it's by my beloved company, Disney, who I love to death, but they are just a monkey with a shotgun. Not they got those Fox properties. Well, I don't blame them because listen, we're gonna go see it. Like, let's call it what it is. People bitch to complain about the Lion King and every live action movie they've made pre that, and it did gangbusters. I think Aladdin is now Will Smith's most highest grossing movie. I didn't go see it, but I mean, a lot of people obviously did because it's his highest grossing movie. It overtook, it overtook Independence Day. So I don't blame them because it's gonna make money, and that's the end game. That's no pun intended. That's their end game, is to make money. That's why they've been pumping out Marvel movies like that. That's why they've got their new streaming service coming out. So it's a money grab. I know it's call it what it is, but I just don't see that movie playing nowadays. I mean, it was a somebody at my job said it best. It was a lightning in a bottle movie. It was a once in a lifetime movie, like Animal House, where it just came along, and for the longest time that was it. Like, for the longest time, it was all about Home Alone. Like, for about a 2 to 3 year period, I would say about 90 to 93 ish, give or take. It was Home Alone. Every reference on TV, you see it on The Simpsons, The Critic. I'm about to really show my age. The Critic, you see it on every show parodied Home Alone, and the Kevin, face slap when he was putting on the aftershave. He did the yell that I'm not going to try to attempt to do right now. Uh, you know, it was parodied by everywhere. It did. I have to look up the numbers. It did just a Avatar level amount of money, and the marketing behind it was just everywhere. I remember we had every household I went to had a copy of that VHS. Like, no lie, like every house had a copy of Home Alone, usually right next to Batman, not 89, ironically enough. Just in their house, like that was. It's like if you were a kid, that was mandatory that you had a copy of Home Alone, Land Before Time. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? And Little Mermaid, stuff like that. Those are movies you had to have in your collection, and everybody had Home Alone. To this day, it's one of my favorite movies, and I just don't want to see it go out like that with a reboot that's gonna be. I'm gonna have to go ahead and say it's gonna be shit. Like, it's not gonna. I couldn't imagine it being good. There's no possible scenario where I imagine that movie being done properly or done the way it was done the first time. I just don't see it happening. The first time was a lightning. It was a fluke. Even if you just hit the pitch of it, it just doesn't seem like a movie that will play in any time period. A kid is left home alone. His parents go on vacation and leave him. Okay, so they're neglecting him. He then has to fight off two bandits. Okay, why didn't they just shoot him? It's nothing. It's so many. You could go through that pitch with a fire tool, and you could just nitpick it all day long. On paper, it seems like it's almost like Back to the Future, where it just seems like on paper it shouldn't work. We got a story, It's about a kid who go back in time. Okay, he has to stop his mom from getting raped by their by a friend of the family. Ugh. Okay, but she also wants to have sex with him. Like, the whole it doesn't. On paper, it should be a good movie, but those are two of my favorite and greatest movies I've seen as a kid, and even as an adult. I can watch them all day, but I just do not see Home Alone being a good movie. I don't understand why they would do that. I get it, money-wise, you know, because Lord knows Disney needs more money. And that was extreme sarcasm there. Lord knows that company is just, they're in dire straits, folks. They need your money. They're like 2 seconds away from having a PBS-style telethon, with Mickey and Minnie begging you for your money. They need your money. $1 a day could feed Pluto. It's a money grab, but again, I don't. Who do you blame in that scenario? I would say it's the consumer. You blame us, because if we would stop going to see those damn movies, they stopped making them. Just like with superhero movies in the '90s, they started to become shit. They gave Batman nipples in a codpiece, and we said, "Yep, that's it, enough. We're done with this," and we went on to the next genre. That was the plain and simple of it. It was too many stupid for every good superhero movie you get. So for every Demolition Man, you would get a Shazam. For every Batman '89 and Batman Returns, you'd get Steel and I actually liked Meteor Man, so I can't say that. That was original too. And I like Blank Man. I thought that was original. But it's just I don't understand Hollywood. I understand them, it's money, but gosh golly, I don't get why they would just make something original. Netflix is doing it. I mean, they're about to die, but they're going out with a bang. Poor Netflix. That's another video I gotta do. Poor Netflix. They just did not see that Disney train coming. But I mean, that's in classic, business fashion. That's I can't knock them for it. GoBots was doing gangbusters. Hasbro saw it and was like, "Huh, we can do that," and made Transformers. So when somebody sees something that's profitable and is making money, they're gonna definitely try to throw their hat in the ring. And Disney has a hell of a hat to throw in the ring because they own every damn thing. So I honestly think Netflix's only way out, sidebar to my Home Alone conversation. Only thing I think Netflix's only way out is probably making a deal with the devil, Amazon, and just joining forces at this point. Because Amazon has a pretty good, their movie collection is shit, but they have a very good original show department. Like whatever department is, they're doing a great job. They're doing great stuff with their original programming. Not as good as Netflix though. Netflix has, heavy hitters. Stranger Things probably is on its last gasp because the kids are getting older, and you can only go to that Demogorgon well so many times before people are just tired of hearing that story. It's almost like with Friday the 13th movies. Like, how many times are you going to resurrect Jason? Like how many times are people going to be that done? You can only use that plot line so many times before it becomes stale. So Stranger Things is obviously going to wrap up soon, but yeah, Netflix has to figure out something because Disney has Star Wars shows coming out, Marvel shows coming out, and just their entire catalog they have with the Fox acquisition. It is not looking good for old Netflix. But yeah, Home Alone, I don't think it's going to be great. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, please let me know. If you agree with me, let me know. I think most people generally from my generation will agree that don't touch that movie because it holds just that bunch of a soft spot in our hearts. Because you're a kid, you're always at odds with adults because they're telling you what to do. And you see this kid on screen who's like owning adults. So it's once in a lifetime. Soundtrack, great Christmas soundtrack by John Williams. Just a great movie all around. But like I said, I don't see it doing too. I see it making money because people are going to say, "Oh, I want kids to see what I saw." Instead, they'll get us that way. But I probably won't be able to. I probably won't go see it. I'm lying. I'm going to go see it because I had to complain about it. I can't properly shit on something unless I go see it. So I'll go see it. But I wish Hollywood would just watch Netflix for one day and be like, "Oh, okay. So this is how you make original, compelling entertainment." It can still be done. It's not difficult. I don't understand why the Duffer Brothers aren't making major motion pictures in Hollywood. You know what? I understand why they're not, because if Netflix is going to pay you $90 million for 3 seasons, why would you even run the risk of going to Hollywood? But like, share, and subscribe. I will see you all when I see you all, and I'm trying to work on a video for all this gun violence. much prayers out to families in El Paso and Ohio. That's once again avoidable tragedies if we would just get our stuff together. But that is a speech for another day. I'm going to do some research on that, so I'm just, not just splattering off feelings versus actual, provable facts. So, yeah, I will see you guys and take it easy.